Pues, otra vez. Final Fantasy XVI. Continuando después de los sucesos en Oriflama. Qué triste. Pero bueno. Qué triste. Y estamos de nuevo en el escondite. Ahora estamos en un nuevo sitio.
Again, I see schoolboys swing harder.
Entonces que ahora se practican más con la
Otto
espada.
will want to know what happened in Costness. I expect he'll be in the mess.
Hither yon dance autumn winds atop the rotten pier. Of Sid's return the faithful sing across the blighted mere.
Bueno, me gusta este bardo porque es el único que canta.
Perhaps I should just have Blackthorn make me a new one.
Is it business or pleasure?
A ver, los últimos 5 años.
I remember it like it was yesterday.
Y escuché una voz llamando Sid para que nos salvara.
You're our leader now, Clive.
Oye, pero...
We won't hear me complaining. The only drawback... Still... Going purse weighing you down.
La capa, porque si él fue el que gritó. Pero pues si no está, ¿dónde? ¡Ojo! Carga la magia. 2 canciones, pero perdí la de 20, supongo. Elixir.
Come again. Oh, don't. I'm not much bothered either way.
What do you need? Something for you, dear.
Ojo, relámpago. Mejor por 10.
No scratches, right?
Man,
That it? Fine.
If you told me you could fire a forge without a crystal or a bearer before I came here, I'd have taken you for a madman.
Es que sí, o sea, todos estaban muy acostumbrados a usar los cristales. Y el éter como tal. Habitación de Clive. El juramento. Crear a alguien que Clive juró. Espera, entonces Cap sí está. Pero supongo que es repetición de fases. Arcade.
War is brewing. I can feel it.
Bueno, aquí está Otto.
Ah, there you are, Clive. Word of your adventures arrived this morning. Victor sends his thanks.
I doubt Kupka will miss the fools he sent to catch me. Not a single one of the bearers we saved showed any interest in coming with us. No one seems keen to join hands with an outlaw. Any news while we were away?
None worth mentioning. Gav's still off keeping an eye on the Republican army. Should be back any day now.
Understood. If anyone needs me, I'll be in the map room.
Still can't work that one out. There must be better places than the hull of a gutted airship to bury your nose in a book.
Bar.
This is where she's chosen to be. And I'm sure she has her reasons.
Hey, Tar. Oh, cuéntame ahorita. Son misiones, ¿verdad? Son encargos, ¿verdad? Yo lo sé, Néctar.
Sorting those reports.
Pero está bien si tú me quieres decir, yo entiendo.
I trust I'm not intruding.
Back from your mission? I'm beginning to think your habit of surviving cannot be attributed to luck alone.
One might say the same of you, Vivian Ninetails.
I'll have you know that only 4 attempts have been made on my life, and none was especially memorable. So, to what do I owe the honor? Could it be that you've come for one of my lessons?
Is that so hard to believe?
Very well then. Shall we start with the state of the realm? To absolutely no one's surprise, she finds herself at the mercy of armies and outlaws. Well, mostly armies. Though that's not for want of trying, is it, Clive? But the real question is, how did we get here? Long though Sambrek's dominion over northeastern Storm has endured, recent days have seen the Blight wrest ever more land from her grasp. For which reason she has continued to wage war on her rival across the strait, hoping to claim less blackened pastures. But Odin would sooner pawn his sword than Waloed relinquish Ash. And the Empire pays dearly for every blade of grass bent beneath Sambrequois boots. Little wonder then that Sylvester set his sights on the crystalline dominion, an altogether easier target, possessed of no less ether. It was 5 years ago, while you were busying yourself with the destruction of Drake's head, that the Empire made its move, subjugating its theretofore neutral
Oh,
neighbor.
entonces sí
A
atacaron.
nation which could legitimately claim to be the center of the world. Certainly, there is no better place to stage an army. From there, the Holy Empire's reach spans the
Hijos de...
Twins.
No lo
The
tenían
non-aggression
planeado.
treaty was the only thing keeping them in check. But if they truly broke the pact without provocation, it is only a matter of time before others reply in kind.
No más.
The Holy Empire, the Dalmekian Republic, the Kingdom of Waloed, and of course, our friends in Yaran. Who will be left standing, I wonder, when the last drop of blood is spilled?
Cabrones el imperio.
You were born in Twinside. Do you not fear for your home?
Oh, dark clouds are wont to gather over the Dominion. Yet in spite of it all, she has ever endured. And when the storm has passed, I am confident she will remain. Now, as to the matter of payment for today's lesson, complete a simple errand for me and we shall consider ourselves even.
Even. Right.
Return this volume to old tomes in the shelves. Tell him it was adequate.
I suppose it wouldn't hurt to visit our resident historian.
Ah, my favorite pupil.
Clases, preguntar sobre cómo llegó. Quisiera saber cómo llegó, porque... ¿Quién es ella para empezar?
I admit,
En la Universidad de Camber. Y esto fue hace un año cuando se unió. Que le intentaron atacar sus propios compañeros. Y fue por saber sus secretos que no debían salir.
A far more reputable.
El dominio
My
cristalino.
beloved homeland.
Ok, ella es el lugar donde invadió el imperio.
Or at least it was.
Interesante.
One would think.
Pues está
Allow me
bien.
to educate you.
A ver, hablar con Vivian en la sala de reuniones, puede ser las clases de Vivian y enterarse de los sucesos actuales.
I have the details here.
Ok, esas son las relaciones. A ver, los naranjas son del pasado. La zona en azul es el lapso que hubo desde que comenzamos hasta, bueno, desde que este Clive es libre, bueno, se libera y pasa antes, bueno, a la caída de la cabeza del dragón. Ok, la Rosaria marcha. Ok, ese es al inicio, cuando todos estaban vivos. Ese es el suceso que pasó en la caída. Aunque, ¿quién será este? Porque se supone que este es Joshua hace 5 años. Pero el Clive lo vio en su juventud. Y aquí se ve que pues muere el rey Elwin, supuestamente Joshua. Curiosamente Rodney no lo marca como muerto cuando se murió. Quisiera ver una mejor paleta porque esto marca diferente. Porque o sea, aquí antes marca todo completo, aquí separa a la reina y asesina a... Ah, pues bueno, por lo mismo, ¿no? Entonces se desliga. Ajá. El cachorro. Torgal. Y Jill en su juventud. Ok. Luego pasamos carnicería en el cañón. Ah, bueno, eso ya en el inicio del juego. Es cuando se pelean ellos. Cuando nos revelamos a Tiamat, que era nuestro comandante. Aquí es cuando se enfrentan los dos. Aquí Benedicta es cuando manipulaba el titán. Ah, Barnabas es el cabrón de Odín. Sí, ¿no? Sí, sí, creo que este era Odín. Sí, porque Bahamut es el otro. Que estos son camaradas, ministro de la República, ajá. Estos son aliados. Ellos siguen pues en parentesco, ¿no? Entonces, operación encubierta, ¿esto cuándo sucede? Sino que se le... Ah, lo de Lost Wing. En nuestra primera misión. Ok. Señor y sirviente, aunque se murió. Supuesto asesino del hermano. Y aquí es sorprendente como... Ah, me imagino que lo separan por imperio. Sí, sí, sí. Que aquí obviamente se desligó. Ok. Ajá. Y aquí estamos en la época del Cid 2. Dominante del Fénix. Él pasa a ser vivo. El ser misterioso supuestamente pasa a ser Artema. Ok. Pero queda duda quién es este. O sea, en el pasado quién era. A menos que me digan que Joshua viajó en el tiempo, pero no lo creo. Ojo, la joven de las medicinas aparece.
The
Bueno,
state of the realm is ever changing, Clive.
luego se verá cómo se actualiza eso más adelante. Que me da curiosidad. Curiosidad.
Lawsman Harpocrates.
Now that is a name I have not heard for a long time. So long, in fact, I had half forgotten it was mine. Welcome home, Clive. You were missed, as always.
I believe this belongs to you. Vivian asked me to return it.
Yo sé si hombres.
Ready? Our resident scholar devours books faster than young Tet does lemon tarts. Would that I could do the same. But alas, I no longer possess the necessary constitution for such indulgence, either in words or tarts. That said, I have continued my search for mention of the creature you encountered at Drake's Head. But without access to the great libraries of Oriflamme or the Dominion, I regret that I have been able to find little and less. I am sorry.
Please, don't apologize. I'll send word to our associates. See if they can't furnish you with more books.
I fear it is not more books that I require, but the right ones. Mayhap we look in the wrong places. There are still libraries to the north.
I'll see what I can do.
You are too kind. There are not many in this world who would indulge the whims of a tired old historian.
Not too tired to go filching Kupo nuts, though. Always got a pocket for him. Nicks him off the Moogle.
Hush now. We all know there's no such thing as Moogle.
Haré. Espérate. ¿Los adultos no lo pueden ver?
The twins seem well.
Es que no me acuerdo cómo es esto.
Yet they laugh.
Porque, bueno, recuerdo que los mobos... Creo que sí, solo lo veían los niños. Sí, porque son seres que son espíritus.
From some more than others. and the wounds that remain.
Que, bueno, creo que es lo lógico,
They are not
lo
quick to
típico de
heal.
que pues
Which is
los
why we must
niños
give
que
them all
son
the time they
puros,
That we
por
must.
ser puros los pueden ver.
Just as I must give you the time you need to recuperate. Good day, Clive.
Good day.
Oh, no me acuerdo.
Gav will be back soon. I should get some rest while I can.
How good it is to see you, Clive.
Crónicas sobre Istea, sobre los últimos 5 años. Bueno,
If
te
you
dejo
need a
después.
book,
Not
Talla.
back a blink and you're already off solving everyone's problems. It looks good, Clive. Goes well with the scowl.
I'd had that brand for so long. I'd forgotten what life was like without it. What it was like to be myself. And it's all thanks to you, Talia.
The scalpel did most of the work. Ah, before I forget, a rider was here with a letter from Gav. Otto left it on your desk.
Not a stolus. All right, I'll have a look.
And then you get some rest.
Oye, Talla. Talla se ve tan linda y con el cabello largo. Uf.
What could Gav have thought worthy of a letter?
Uf.
The hall swept. It's over to the tavern.
Por suerte, como no me he spoileado nada, también no me aparece mucho arte de Final Fantasy. Debería buscarlo luego. Ok. El ejército republicano marcha contra el imperio en Twinside. Y los peor soldados fueron llamados al frente. Me parece que se avecina algo grande. Ok. Un
What does
informe.
Gav have to say?
The Republican army is on the march, leaving Randalar in Hugo Kuka's charge. With him and his men occupied with the defense of the capital, they're less likely to trouble us.
Good news, then.
It's more than that. This is our chance, the one we've been waiting for.
But look how far we've come. All that we have here, our friends, the hideaway, are they not cause for joy?
5 years. 5 long years. If I could only command this power I've been granted, we might have achieved so much more. But each time I reach for it, it's like something is holding me back.
Summoning an icon exacts a price not easily paid. Your body knows this only too well. It's merely trying to save you from yourself.
And every burden I cannot bear falls to you.
This mission of ours has made me question everything I thought I knew. But one thing has become abundantly clear. The crystals take more than they give. In exchange for momentary comfort, we must endure a lifetime of pain, war after war, loss upon loss. And now they rob us of our very homes, leaving naught but dust and ash. But you're trying to change that. We're trying to change that. And to me, that's no burden.
I know, but...
Try not to forget. We're only here because Joshua gave us a second chance. It would be a pity to waste such a precious gift.
He did. He was there. It wasn't an illusion. I heard him call out to Ultima. If Joshua is still alive, he'll be looking for that thing.
Do you think he will ever come back?
I know he will. And we must be ready when he does. To a world without mother crystals.
Hey, ya te voy segura. Jill, ¿qué pasa? Joshua.
And so the North is lost.
I knew that the blight spread ever more swiftly, Your Grace.
A la bestia.
This is far, far worse than any could have imagined.
It is only a matter of time before the twins are no more. The world marches ever closer to its end, and here we chase shadows. Tell me, brother, are our efforts in vain?
Master Clive, a moment, if you... my apologies, I didn't mean to... intrude.
Not at all. We were just discussing strategy.
Speak freely, Otto.
It's Martha, from the inn. She's gone missing. Anyway, I'll be in the mess when you've finished.
No, Martha.
Very well. What would make Martha leave the rest? What do we know, Otto?
Some lads from the Imperial garrison in Rosaria started a fight over at Martha's Rest. Blood was spilled, bones were broken. The usual. But somewhere in the middle of it all, Martha vanished without a word to anyone. And that ain't like her, Clive. Something's not right.
You think this was planned?
Of course it bloody was. Ever since Eastpool, the Empire's been tightening its grip round the Duchy's balls. They've strung up everyone who's ever set eyes on a runaway, claiming they're traitors to the Holy Throne, conspiring to restore the House of Rosfield to power. And now it sounds like the bastards have turned their attentions to the pallbearers meek enough to stay put. Naturally, old Martha could see the way the wind was blowing, complained that it was getting harder and harder to take bearers in.
And now she's missing. If she's fallen into the hands of the Empire, we could be next.
Couple of curse breakers are already on their way to the inn. They should help speed up the search. But if this is as bad as I think it is, you might end up having to save their asses and all.
Don't worry, Otto. I'll make sure everyone gets home safe.
Rompe maldiciones, a ver. Ojo, cambió lo del escondite. Pero, wow, está cabrona la situación. Pero no sabía que había aquí uno más acá. Una región acá. Porque no aparece, pero pues por lo que dijo Vivian, sí.
What happened here?
Come on. We need to find the others.
A ver, espérame. Si vale uno, ajá, sí, ojo. No. Bueno, igual y sí.
We're best off staying where we are for now, I reckon. The boys from the garrison might still be nearby.
No, igual y no.
I'd rather not bump into them again.
Ves que estoy diciendo.
Let's get you
Por...
to physical, shall we?
What
No,
said you'd
no
be coming?
conviene.
I trust you don't mind. Also thought you might need some help. And it appears he was right.
You, could say that, yes. They're saying the Imperials ascended like a storm. No one was spared their fury. Martha tried to step in and calm things down, but all her efforts got her were a pair of iron shackles and a hard march.
Any idea where?
Judging by their tracks, they headed towards Sorrowwise Bay.
To the Abbey sheltering Martha's bearers.
The bastards. Jill and I will go after them. You take care of the people here.
We will. But, before you go, one of the locals heard something. He said the soldiers were talking about a culling. I don't know how big this is, but it doesn't sound good. Be careful out there, Sid.
You do the same.
Nubes sombrías. Dígate a la abadía de St.
Cole is right. That was no tavern brawl. It was a message.
But a culling. Bearers are the property of the Empire. The garrison wouldn't have the authority to act alone. The orders would have had to have come from higher up.
How do?
Mira, cuesta 20. Pues lo voy a comprar. Igual no, si el dinero no lo gasto en otra cosa. A la bestia. ¿Por dónde va?
Oi, look sharp.
¿Por acá? Sí, ¿no? Sí. Increíble cómo cambió todo el ambiente, ahora es más sombrío. El poder del amo. Más puntos. No. Potrería. Paso oportuno, no sé qué hacer. Pues es en el suelo. Es que sé que hay un logro aquí. Pero no me acuerdo cómo era la combinación, a ver. Dice, a ver, garra devastadora, ciclón lacerante y paso oportuno. Garra devastadora y ciclón lacerante. Bueno, es esta. Luego esta y es esta. Ah, no, que diga esta. Y compramos esta. 2300 para poder empezar a mejorarla a la bestia. Entonces tengo esto. ¿Valdrá la pena? Supongo que sí, pero... 3 y 2. 3 y 3. Sí, porque la que tengo con triángulo me sirve para counterear los ataques mágicos. Por eso no la quito.
Look. Up ahead.
No, Marta.
Martha, are you hurt?
Don't worry about me. It's them at the Abbey who need you. You have to do something.
Tell us what happened.
What happened? The damn Black Shields, that's what happened.
The Black Shields?
The bastards caught wind. The abbot and I were helping bearers. They were gonna hang us both. When the sick rose from their beds. Poor souls turned on the Imperials. Distracted them long enough for me to get away.
Then... they may still be alive. Martha, do you think you can make it back to the inn? Cole is there with the other curse breakers.
I think so. Thank you, Clive.
Black Shields. Is this some sort of twisted joke? There's only ever been one order of shields in
espérate. Espérate, ciclón lacerante, garra devastadora. Espérate, pero tengo que usar los 3. Garra devastadora, ciclón lacerante. Haré... Espérate, ¿cómo es esto? Garra devastadora, ciclón lacerante y paso oportuno. Oye, ¿cómo hago el cambio? Ah, mira que se le ponga otro. No, no voy a poder. Digo, supongo que la del ala flamante la puedo quitar porque está mejorada al máximo. Vamos a restablecer esto. A mejorar esto.
And they fought to defend.
Garra devastadora. Ajá. A ver cómo va a hacer esto.
Seems a step too far, even for the Empire.
Ay. que lo tengo que conectar, pero está cabrón. Vamos a probarlo de... A ver. Ay, güey, pero... Tiene buena alcance. Pero va a tardar mucho en cargar. Ajá. Que también... No, yo creo que eso lo voy a tener que hacer con un jefe. Porque así solito no sale. Solito no sale el ataque. Porque todo lo tengo que hacer en el aire y son tus ataques. Entonces... 1 y 2. O me encuentro un adamantine. Es que sí, o sea, pinche ataque va a tardar. Es como una definitiva, básicamente. Por eso tarda. No.
No.
Damn it. I thought you lot were all spent.
Murderers. They drove the bearers to this.
Wait. These two aren't turned.
That bitch of an innkeeper must have sent them. Colluding with the enemies of the Empire is a serious offense.
And for their crimes shall they be punished. Such is the law. To dwell in darkness that we may purge the night and welcome lasting dawn. On these our swords we swear.
How dare you speak those words? Have you no honor?
Clive.
This won't take long.
A ver, vamos a ver que agarra al líder. Espero que... No, ok.
This one.
No, ya la cagué. Así que... Vamos a tratar de hacer. ¿Cuál era? Este. No, pero toqué solo. Ya ni pedo.
All yours, Torgal.
Es que eso lo voy a hacer sí o sí con un jefe.
Is that all of them?
I think so. I didn't see the abbot. He may still be alive.
No.
Found her.
The abbot.
The bearers died protecting him. Calling upon what little magic they had left in their bodies.
Clive. He's breathing.
We're friends of Martha. We're here to help.
Are the Imperials dead?
They are. Every last one.
If only that were true. The Black Shields will return. The cuttings will continue. Rosaria will never be saved unless we save her. Tell Mother to beg Sid's aid and tell her this wasn't her fault.
I shall.
Sid, where are you? Sid!
In here! We found a survivor!
Clive. He's gone.
We've laid the abbot to rest. But the bearers... they didn't need to die like this.
No, they didn't. But it was their choice. They knew the fate that awaited them and chose to meet it on their terms, fighting for those who fought for them.
Martha said they rose from their beds, threw themselves at the Imperials so she and the abbot could escape.
I've gathered the bearers' remains. We should consign them to the tide.
There's a drawbridge not far from here. Radix Jump. The currents there are swift. If the abbot was still with us, he'd have taken the dust there himself and performed the casting. I'll get someone to...
I'll do it.
Of course. Cole and I will remain here and see to the Imperials.
Animal, clase C. Recompensa 5000. Me imagino que es lo del tablero de Magu. Sí, es un tablero de casa, lo sabía.
I think it's spotted us, Torgal. What am I saying? Of course it has. It's a floating eyeball. Too slow.
Chale. Ojo, está cabrón.
Nice try.
Listo. Chale, ¿cómo fue? Uy. No, adelante.
Waken winds!
No, mi no gire. Todo por hacer esa chingadera.
didn't see that
contra
coming.
con él. Pero sí, pues valió. Este lo podré mejorar. Aquí pongo la esfera.
That must be the bridge. So shall the waters cleanse thee of thy burden, and bear it out to sea.
And now they are truly free.
I hope so. What of the Imperials?
A pyre was made. It's more than they deserve. We should go back. Cole is worried about Martha.
All right.
We're best off staying where we are for now, I reckon.
No one survived then?
I'm sorry. Before he passed, one of them bade me tell you not to blame yourself.
Doesn't mean I won't. Doesn't mean their blood's not on my hands. Cole said you cast their remains. That was good of you. But it should have been me. This was all my fault.
How? You couldn't have known.
But I did. And I turned a deaf ear to the warnings like the fool I am. The rumors started moons ago. Of black-clad devils descending on villages in the dead of night to slit the throats of sleeping bearers. But I assumed it was all just nonsense concocted by the Empire. Nothing but a ghost story meant to make folk think twice about lending a hand to a fugitive bearer.
And in ordinary times you would have been right. What these Black Shields are doing is unthinkable. Which begs the question, why do it at all? My mother obviously has a hand in this. I cannot make sense of her actions.
And picking what goes on in that woman's head is a job for someone with more time on their hands. Right now, I need swords and men to wield them, preferably big ones. If those Imperials think they can come in here again and threaten my people, they're in for a rude awakening. Oh, before I forget, a Stolas from Otto landed just before you arrived. He asked me to tell you that Gav has returned.
Then we must as well. Will you be all right here, Martha?
We can stay longer if you wish.
No need. I'll be ready should the Imperials come calling. Though I wouldn't turn my nose up if you were to lend me a pair of them strapping young curse breakers.
Where's Gav?
I hear there's trouble.
Ah, Clive! How I've missed that scowl.
Where's my report?
What, no kind words for your old pal Gav?
If it's kind words you're after, you're fishing in the wrong barrel. Now sit down, you fool.
So, you remember how quick the Empire was to occupy the Dominion after the fall of Drake's head? And how pissed off all the other nations were that they didn't think to do it first?
Half a century of independence gone at the whim of a madman. So much for their bloody treaty.
Clearly, the promise of unblighted land and the world's supply of crystals was too much for his radiance to resist. And now the Republic's finally decided to follow suit, using liberation as an excuse to declare war on Sambrek. Lined up right outside the Dominion's gates as we speak, looking to starve the Imperials into submission.
And now all eyes are on the Strait of Author.
While the two nations beat their shields, the rest sharpen their daggers, ready to set upon the war-weary victor. They'll never see us coming. It's time we moved on the Mother Crystals. Four Mother Crystals remain in Storm and Ash. Drake's Breath near Ironhome. Drake's Fang in Dhalmekia. Drake's Spine in Waloed. And Drake's Tail here in the Crystalline Dominion.
With the bulk of the Republican army marching to Twinside, Drake's Fang will be left exposed.
That is exactly the move Kupka would anticipate. And if there is anything these past 5 years have taught us, is that he loves his traps. There is one place, however, where nobody will be expecting us to go.
Drake's Breath.
There's a shitload of sea between us and it, and I've never been much of a swimmer.
I have an acquaintance in Port Isolde who may be able to help.
Who's that then?
My uncle, Byron Rossfield.
Lord Byron Rossfield of the Seven High Houses, the trade magnate with holdings in over 100 cities. Wait, Rossfield. And you're a Rossfield, of course.
My uncle's name gave him his start in the world, but it was his acumen which earned him his fortune. Along with a handsome fleet of ships.
Well, it's settled then. What are we waiting for, eh? Huh?
What are we waiting for, indeed?
Interesante.